Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's live phone-in interactive program. I'm Tanvi Khurana and today we have a guest with us who will be talking about a particular topic, that is fundamental rights. This is our program for the subject social science, and all the students who are studying in class 9th, you can join us, you can watch this program and raise your queries. You can look into your screens and you can see that the topic is being mentioned here. Apart from this, let me just tell you that we have a sign language interpreter with us, and let me please welcome her. She is Naina. Naina, a very warm welcome, and she'll be interpreting each and every word being discussed in this particular program. And if you have any questions, any queries regarding this particular topic, then give us a call. You can call us on our number, that is 8800440559. And if you're watching us live on our YouTube channel, that is NCERT Official, write down your questions in the live chat box and we'll be definitely taking up your queries. Apart from this, if you want to email us your queries, the email ID would be dth.class9@ciet.nic.in. So, let me please introduce you to our expert for today, and he is Dr. Ravi Rameshchandrag. Sir, a very warm welcome.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Let me just introduce you to all our viewers here. Sir is the Chairperson and Associate Professor from CCPPT, School of International Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. And let's just begin our program without further ado, and because the topic is fundamental rights, so let's just understand the basic meaning of rights first, and particularly fundamental rights, before going further.
Yeah, absolutely. So, broadly speaking, rights can be divided into two categories. One generally known as human rights, where we find Magna Carta as a charter that has started talking about human basic rights of the parliament and people. Second is UDHR, again it is a Universal Declaration of Human Rights made by United Nations General Assembly in October 1948. It contains 30 charters which includes every type of human right. Second category of rights are constitutional rights. So, in constitutional rights we study fundamental rights. So, constitutional rights are such rights that has been enacted by the parliament or legislative body of a nation for its citizens. So, here in India, in our constitution we have fundamental rights, which is placed as the part 3 of the Constitution of India. Now, for our viewers, they should also understand that constitution is a document that sets limit on the powers of the government, so that government does not have unbridled, uncontrolled power. In democracy, power lies in the hands of people, people delegate it to the government. So, therefore, there are certain rights enjoyed by the citizens, and in India we call them fundamental rights, which is placed as the part 3 of the Constitution of India. It begins from Article 14 of the Constitution and reads up till Article 35. So, basically there are 6 fundamental rights.
Okay.
In Constitution of India.
They are mentioned, they are listed properly in the Constitution of India?
Yes, yes, absolutely. It is a good question. All the rights are listed in part 3 of the Constitution of India. Our Constitution is divided into several parts and chapters. So, part 3 reads about the fundamental rights of the Indian citizens, and it begins from Article 14 of the Constitution, and effectively it reads till Article 32, though till Article 35 we have some mentioning about rights of the paramilitary forces, armed forces, etc. That is less significant for the ordinary citizen, it is for the security forces, armed forces. So, for citizens of India, Article 32, Article 14 to Article 32 are effectively talking about fundamental rights. Now, I can tell you each of them.
Okay.
So, number 1 is right to equality, which reads from Article 14 to Article 18. Now, in our country, we the right to equality ensures two kind of right: equal treatment before the law, means all the citizens of the nation will be treated equal irrespective of their caste, creed, place of birth, language, gender, economic status, etc. Every person enjoys equal status in front of the law.
Okay.
Second type of equality, equal treatment by the law. So, each person, every citizen of India, in fact it includes foreigners also, they also will be mated with equal treatment barring certain political rights and certain legal rights. So, equal treatment and equal protection by the law is the spirit of equality, in which we have also given some affirmative action, some special protection to the underprivileged sections of the society like SC, ST, on the basis of gender, women, Divyang. So, we give special protection to them for their empowerment and upliftment. It can be called as positive discrimination. It may be discriminatory, but it is a positive discrimination with a positive attitude to bring everyone in the mainstream of the nation's life and development.
Okay.
Now,
you are saying that these rights are protected. I mean, we know that a person or anything can be protected, but how can the rights be protected?
Yeah, rights are protected by the institutions of the state. Now, in India, we have legislature that enacts the law, that basically makes any changes in the rights, that introduces the rights. We have executive wing, the administration, the government, which enforces these rights, which implements these rights and monitors also. And in case of any violation of these rights, we have judiciary as the third organ of the state, which protects, which provides protection to the people in the rights. We will be talking about Article 32, that provides effective constitutional remedies to the citizens in case of any violation of fundamental rights. So, I was talking about rights. So, second right is right to freedom. It reads from Article 19 to Article 22. Third right is right against exploitation from Article 23 to 24. Fourth right is right to freedom of religion, reads from Article 25 to Article 28. Fifth right is cultural and educational rights, which reads from Article 29 to Article 30. Sixth is right to constitutional remedy, that is Article 32. These are the different rights that we have. So, it is listed here, you can see on your screen, these are the 6 rights. Now, right to freedom, every person is free. We have given 5 types of freedoms in under right to freedom under Article 19 subclause A, like freedom of movement, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choosing any occupation and employment, freedom to settle in any part of the country, freedom to join any union or association. But there Article 19 has a subclause 2 that talks about reasonable restrictions, lawful restrictions. So, our freedoms are not unbridled, uncontrolled. There are reasonable restrictions, lawful restrictions. For example, freedom of movement can be restricted in certain sensitive areas like borders, certain tribal areas, certain notified areas. Freedom of restriction can be, and freedom of speech and expression can be regulated in case if it is against the nation, if it is defamatory to any person or any religion or defamatory to any community, it can be restricted, it can be controlled. So, freedom is there in this with reasonable restrictions. We have under Article 20 we in fact provide freedom against arbitrary arrest and detention. If any person is arrested or detained, there are certain freedoms the detainee enjoys, like they can inform their, they cannot be handcuffed, there has to be timing of the arrest, and their relatives or legal person should be informed. So, then we have Article 21, which is most important article of our constitution. It talks about right to life. So, every person has a right to life, which cannot be denied even by the state under any circumstances except for lawfully justified circumstances, like if somebody is awarded capital punishment by following all the norms and procedures established in the constitution, then only somebody's life can be taken away. Otherwise, right to life is a basic right that cannot be taken away under any circumstances for any person.
And I just want to ask, if that right is violated, what will be the consequences?
Yeah, good question. In case, see, fundamental rights are listed as a negative right. There are positive rights, negative rights. Positive rights means the state can interfere into it to implement it, like economic rights are positive right. So, state can regulate, but negative rights state cannot interfere, like right to life, like right to freedom, freedom of speech and expression. If the state or any individual violates these rights, any person can approach Supreme Court under Article 32 of the Constitution of India, where we have 5 type of writs. Supreme Court provides 5 type of writs. First is habeas corpus, means presenting the body, presenting the person. Second is mandamus, mandating someone to do. The court can mandate somebody to perform their duty if they are not performing. Third is prohibition, prohibiting someone from doing something if it is unlawful or if it is violating right of any person or any community. Fourth is certiorari, asking the lawful right, with what right, through what right do you do it. आपको क्या अधिकार है ऐसा करने का, कोर्ट पूछ सकती है उस पर्सन से अगर किसी कोई एग्रीव्ड जाता है कोर्ट में. देन सिक्स्थ इज को वारंटो, आस्किंग, अधिकार परीक्षा, आपके राइट्स क्या थे. इफ एनी ऑफिसर ऑफ गवर्नमेंट कमिट्स एनी wrong against right of any person, government will ask with what right did you do it. So, these are the constitutional remedies, and in case of fundamental right we approach Supreme Court, and in case of other writs, any other complaint, we approach high courts of the state under Article 226 of the Constitution. It provides for writs. So, through writs we can seek remedy against any kind of jeopardy, any kind of harm that is done against the rights of individuals.
So, are you saying that any common man can approach High Court or Supreme Court for their fundamental rights?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Any person can approach under Article 226, can file a writ in the High Court, any High Court of High Courts of jurisdiction state wise, so in the respective High Court of that particular state, and in case of violation of fundamental rights and human rights, one can directly approach Supreme Court also. Individual can directly approach Supreme Court in the case of violation of human rights, fundamental rights. In other type of writs like other grievances, environmental violation and all, high courts are there. You know, even if person cannot go, there is a procedure of PIL, public interest litigation. So, where we have a rule for locus standi, if somebody is not able to seek remedy, unable to reach to the judiciary, unable to move judiciary, then they can seek remedy. They can seek remedy through somebody, like you can represent me if I am not able to move the court, somehow somebody has made me helpless. If you get to know, you can file an PIL on my behalf.
Okay.
So, PIL has emerged as an instrument of protecting people in post I think 70s India, which is known as a part of judicial activism.
Okay. Would you like to explain this particular slide where we are talking about the role of judiciary and how judiciary plays a role in protecting and even interpreting the rights?
Yeah, exactly. That is what I was talking. Here judiciary through its interpretations, interventions and judicial activism have consistently expanded fundamental rights, like Article 21, right to life. So, right to life and personal liberty has been expanded in every case, like we had cases of like Maneka Gandhi, where Supreme Court has expanded its interpretation by adding that right to life includes movement of a person going out of the country and coming back to the country. Later on, right to life was also expanded in the form of right to education. So, education, elementary education has become a fundamental right of a person. Now, it is under Article 21 through 86th Amendment, Government of India has made it a fundamental right of every citizen. So, from time and again Supreme Court through its interpretations have broadened the right, and it has discouraged the state and government to do anything or introduce any law that discourages or curtails rights. So, and here the students must also read article 13 of the constitution, which is the just before the beginning of fundamental right chapter. Article 13 talks about power of parliament to amend the constitution under article 368. So, in article 13 it says what is law and what kind of law can be introduced, and later on there are judgments also in Supreme Court has said rights cannot be abridged or negatively discouraged by parliament also, and there is a provision of ultra vires if such rights are anyway harming the rights of the persons, those rights will be declared as null and void, ultra vires and null and void by the Supreme Court of India. So, fundamental rights are enjoy complete protection by the Supreme Court. Judiciary is in fact a watchdog and a savior of the fundamental rights.
Okay. So, since the beginning of the constitution, since the moment the constitution started in our country, are these the fundamental rights still the same, or they have changed, or any modifications have been done?
Yeah, again a good question. Rights have remained the same, only right to property, which was a part of list of fundamental rights as article right 7th right, that was removed from the constitution, that is removed from the list of fundamental rights. It is no more a part of article 31. It is now a legal right, like owning a property has become now a legal right instead of being a fundamental right. So, that is one change that we have done, and we have continuously increased number of rights, like I told you about article 21, where right to education has become a part of life. In fact, in right to life, Supreme Court has given interpretation that right to life does not merely mean a vegetative existence, mere living, but it means living under healthy circumstances, in healthy condition, healthy environment, fulfilling all the minimum basic needs of the person. That is the right to life. Even what WHO also interprets like a right to health does not mean mere absence of disease, but a holistic condition. So, Supreme Court has always expanded. In fact, there are many cases related to minority status, religious issues. In these matters also, Supreme Court has helped people, the government and society through its interpretation and judgments to expand the rights or to guide them in right direction, so that people understand them properly and the confusions and conflicts in the society can be reduced.
Okay. So, there are rights, and then we have different policies as well. So, would you like to discuss the difference between the fundamental rights and also the directive principles of state policy?
Yes. So, as I told you, fundamental rights are there in part 3 of the constitution. Next part, the part 4 of the constitution talks about directive principles of state policy. So, the basic difference between them is that whereas fundamental rights are mandatory, it is compulsory for the state to ensure that every person enjoys their fundamental right, and fundamental right of no person can be taken away. So, it is mandatory and therefore enforceable through the court of law. Means in case of violation, one can approach the court of law and court will give it effect, court will implement it. Whereas directive principles of state policy is non-enforceable. It reads from article 36 to 51 of the Constitution of India, and it is non-enforceable. Means in case of non-performance of these directives, one cannot approach court, like economic rights. So, one cannot go to the court that I am educated and I am not getting an employment. So, directives are, but even Dr. Ambedkar has suggested that success of the policy makers and future rulers will lie into realization of vision and aims that are enshrined in the directive principles of state policy. So, in fact, directive principles act as a guiding torch, as a source of inspiration to the governments of the day, that while making any policy, you should keep these directives in your mind, so that the nation moves in right direction, the nation has its, the citizens have a fulfilling life. So, that in directives principles also we have later on through amendment added fundamental duties. So, now article 51 of the constitution is about fundamental duties of the citizen, wherein 10 fundamental duties were listed, now it is 11, right to clean and safe environment. So, fundamental rights, directive principles and fundamental duties, they all are complementary. They should not be seen in isolation, but they should be read as an complementary aspects of the constitution, which is necessary for the empowerment of citizens, development of the nation, and which is necessary for the unity and integrity of the country.
Okay. So, we do not have much time left. So, would you like to wrap this entire topic and just give any advice to our children?
Yeah. So, fundamental rights are very important rights. They include human rights also. Fundamental rights can be enjoyed by the citizens of India only, and fundamental rights are enforceable through the court of law, means no one can violate, including state, the government also. And fundamental rights are listed in part 3 from article 14 to article 35. Article 32 is one of the most important article, which provides judicial remedy, constitutional remedy to the citizens in case of violation of these rights. One can go to the court, Supreme Court under article 32, High Court under article 226 and seek remedy. They are further corroborated and complemented by directive principles of state policy and fundamental duties. So, by knowing them, by creating awareness about them, by reading them, by practicing them, we can create an empowered citizen and we can create a developed nation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
for explaining this entire topic in such detail, and I am sure the entire classroom, the children, the viewers, everyone enjoyed it. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you to our sign language interpreter as well. Thank you so much, Naina, for being with us today and interpreting each and every word. So, here we are wrapping up this particular program, but stay with us, don't go anywhere. We have many programs lined up for all of you. Coming up next is the maths program for all the children studying in class 9th, and the topic of discussion is going to be lines and angles part 1, followed by another program which is of science, and the topic will be this is electricity part 1. This will be from 3 to 3:30. From 3:30 to 4 there will be our Urdu program, and this is for class 10th children, जिसका टॉपिक होगा ओ देश से आने वाले बता. From 4 to 5 there will be another series of hours. The topic would be IoT device Suraksha, and 5 to 5:30 our Sahyog series will be there for all the children studying in class 6 to 12. The topic would be self-regulation, a crucial factor to sound mental health, and followed by 5:30 to 6:15 our program of NCSL NEPA series would be there. The topic would be leading professional development of school heads and its impact on student outcomes, a case from Kerala. So, do watch these programs and raise your queries if there are any. Thank you once again. Have a great day ahead. I am Tanvi Khurana and I will take a leave of you. Namaskar.